Have you ever seen a photo and just been amazed by it and thought, how the heck did they take that photo? For me, they were these photos by Xavi Bou. Well, today we find out how. It's probably only been about 20 minutes of actual taking photos of the bats today, but gee, my back is sore already. So I'm looking forward to this afternoon when I can put the camera on a tripod and not look up to the sky just as much. So yeah. So when I first went to take these photos, I just set the camera to burst and just held down the shutter whenever there was birds flying in. This ended up being a very tedious process, putting it into the computer, having all the raw files edited, and then doing multiple layers, and having a file that has 200 plus images just really isn't compatible for an easy workflow. So the next time I tried it, I went with a video format and I just did 1080 just to see if it would work. And that's when I got these photos. Now I'm going to be trying with bats instead of ibis from the waterbird habitat. So this afternoon, when we have the sun going down, we'll have all of the bats come alive and start flying through the sky. So hopefully we'll get a bit of color, and with the bats flying in, we'll be able to see their flight patterns as they move through the sky. All right. So currently the bats are settled in, but hopefully in a couple of minutes, they're all gonna wake up and start flying as that sun hits the horizon. Right now, I am walking around with my camera, putting it to areas where I believe that the bats are gonna fly. So we've got the colony here. We're gonna have them arcing around us up here and then come back around. Is what I'm expecting to happen. Doesn't necessarily mean it will, but that's what we want to happen. So as I've walked around, I'm looking for large patches of sky because I'm not wanting to include any trees in these images. So we'll go for the 70 to 200 and hope that they fly through these regions. Later on, we might change to the 15 to 35 and that will include more of the sky, but we are surrounded by trees, so it may or may not be successful. I have shot with the wide angle and that's been vertical, and we are getting a fair few bats in the sky now, so that's very exciting. And we've also got the 70 to 200 as well, and we're just going for that tight frame filling shot, and hopefully we're getting some cool stuff. So we're gonna keep on shooting and hopefully there'll be some photos that come out of it. So fingers crossed, and we'll keep on shooting. That was an exciting end, so it was really cool to see the bats flying down and drinking water before they headed off for the night. I don't know how any of those photos turned out, but if they turned out well, you'll obviously see them, and if not, you'll probably see them as well. Thanks for watching again and coming along with a opportunity that I've not really explored that much before. I've done a couple of photos here and there, but not in depth. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these photos turn out. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.